To successfully cook your steak, you need to know how to determine when it's done. If using the flip once method, the easiest way to tell when to flip it is to look for small beads of blood that rise to the surface of the steak. This indicates that it's time to flip. Once flipped, wait for the same indicator on the other side. The second you see the first bit of blood escaping, remove the steak to a cooling rack and let rest. With the flip often method, you won't be able to see the beads of blood. Therefore, to test the steaks for doneness when using the flip often method, it's best to test by feel. Learning how to tell if a steak is done by feel can be challenging at first. To help you understand what to feel for, relax your hand and touch the softest part of your palm here. The feeling will be very similar to a raw steak. For a rare steak, gently bring your index finger to your thumb. Your palm should feel a bit more firm. For medium rare, on its way to medium, bring your middle finger to your thumb. For medium to medium well, bring your ring finger to your thumb. For well done, bring your pinky to your thumb. These are general guidelines to help you get a feeling for the doneness of your steak. Basically, the more firm your palm, the more well done your steak. Try practicing by touching your palm and then the steak to see if you can determine the doneness. One last note when flipping steaks. Make sure to flip with tongs, as poking with a fork will create holes and allow the juices to escape. Once the steak has cooked to the desired doneness, it's vital to rest them before serving. When meat cooks, muscle fibers tighten up from the heat. Resting will allow the muscle fibers to relax and the residual heat to distribute evenly. This heat distribution is also known as carryover cooking. Make sure to rest the steak on a cooling rack with a pan underneath to catch any drippings. By resting the steak on a flat surface, it causes it to steam, which opens up the pores of the seared crust and allows the juices to escape. A rack allows the steam to escape and limits pooling. For added flavor, you can spread a small amount of butter onto the surface. Then loosely tent the steak with foil and tear a hole to create a low oven environment, which will keep your steaks warm during the resting period. Do not cover tightly, as this also will cause steam to melt the steak's crust and open up the pores. Turn the steak from time to time using gravity to change the direction of the hot juices towards the center. Depending on the thickness of your steak, a 5 to 10 minute resting period, along with a few flips, will make a world of difference.